Welcome back to Changeling the Dreaming, Love Springs Eternal. This is chapter 2 of our story, White Wedding. Before we begin, let's start with a recap. Who would like to tell us what adventures we got into last session?
Nanny Boo Boo.
Yeah, I was about to say poop. Poop happened. Because that was very, I don't know, memorable.
I'm glad I could create a memorable moment for you.
Nanny Boo Boo happened.
Yes,
Here
she
comes
did.
Nanny Boo Boo.
Yes.
Okay, but more specifically, what happened with Nanny Boo Boo? What was the lead up to that? How did you meet Nanny Boo Boo?
She
And
rode
her
into
crew.
town. They were a bunch of red caps, and they came to the reverie and were like, hey, we need a place to stay. And I was like, I can't. We got a mortal wedding going on here. And basically, they invoked hospitality, and I was like, okay, I'll put you in my secret candle-making basement, but please don't cause any trouble. They caused a teeny bit of trouble. Not as much as I thought they would.
Yeah.
But that's when we got sidetracked by the wedding drama.
And what was the wedding drama?
The bride does not want to go through with it.
But why not?
Because she wants to join the Peace Corps and help people. And she's just doing it because her parents are making her. And the groom is a dick. And she doesn't love him. And he doesn't love her.
And she's kind of coming to this realization over the course of this weekend.
Yes.
Okay?
And she also doesn't have a clue on how to actually help people.
She's very sheltered, very privileged.
She has good
Yes.
intentions.
She has good intentions, yes.
Yes.
But she has not been, she's not in the best place to... She's not in a good place right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is she not in a good place right now?
Because her parents are forcing her to do this.
In a way, yes. Or pressuring her.
Well, and she won't just grow some ovaries and just say she doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, she keeps hollering that nobody listens to her, but she hasn't actually told anybody point blank, I don't want this.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Then we had a little bit of a complication to the matter in addition to her reticence to be married. It was that she ran away that morning.
Mm-hmm.
And Morrigan found her.
Yeah.
And what happened there?
I kind of started a fight with these old biker dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they yelled at me first, and then I flipped them off, and then they wanted to talk shit, and so they got hit.
Correct.
And in that instance, Nanny Boo Boo and her crew was there with Tinsley, and Nanny Boo Boo decided that she was going to help. And so she beat the ever-living snot out of this guy, Buck. I don't know.
I think it was Buck, and I called him Bob on accident.
You know what?
Yeah.
Buck sounds like a great biker name,
Yeah.
but like his real name is probably Bob. Like,
Yeah,
just
Buck's probably
incredibly like white bread
Yeah.
ass name. Yes.
It's one of those, yeah.
Yeah.
Generic NPC biker. Yes.
Yes. And so she beat the ever-living snot out of this dude, and then she took a dump in her hand and then shoved it in this dude's mouth. And I mean, if y'all could have seen my face during that entire...
Yeah. I listened back, and I was silent. And that's weird for me.
Same here, and I was silent because I was just sitting here with my mouth open in horror at what was going down.
I think I blacked it out.
Apparently not, because y'all are remembering the details pretty good.
Like, I thought she was going for a knife, and then when
Me
I
too.
realized what was happening, I was like, ah, in my mind. But, yeah. And so then she pulled his shoulder or something out of socket.
Yeah, dislocated
yeah.
his shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah, and said, tell him Nanny Boo Boo sent you. And at that point, Morrigan grabbed Tinsley, hopped on the Vespa, and drove away.
Correct.
And now she's sitting here thinking, the cops are going to show up. I'm going to get fucking arrested.
Yep.
And Nanny fucking loves me now. And is
Mhm.
like, we'll see you tonight. Cool, Nanny. Cool.
And that's pretty much where we left the story. Right? Or am I missing anything at the last end?
I think that's right.
So.
And our story continues where it left off. Once again, we see the bird's eye view, Dan's eye view of a Vespa scooter, putting as best it can with its blessed little hard 125cc engine up these steep hills. And, a crying bride-to-be in tow, and a very determined Autumn She to bring her back to the wedding venue. You pull up with thoughts of, I'll be hearing sirens any minute.
Mm-hmm.
Tinsley gets off, and she looks at you, and she just says, now what?
Now you go in, and you tell them that you do not want to get married. Go tell your fiance you don't want to marry him. Just grow a pair and get it done.
I don't know. Maybe there's a way that I could talk to him about what I want and we could still, I don't know.
She grabs Tinsley by the shoulders, looks in her face and goes, I don't care what you do, but you need to make a decision about what you want. I don't care what you want, but I'm tired of hearing about it.
She gets pretty teary-eyed at that.
And Morrigan just keeps going. She goes, this is the real world, okay? She goes, I'm about to hear sirens any second, okay? I'm about to go to jail. Listen, I've been in shoes similar to yours. I broke off an engagement before. It's not easy. It's not fun. Nobody's happy about it. It's not a sitcom. But if it's not something you want to do, you need to be honest about it. Now, excuse me, I'm going up to my room until there are sirens. She just walks off and leaves her.
And she stands there, kind of soaking in your words.
That was pretty good, I think.
The door opens. And Pamela, you see Morrigan coming through. With, I'm sure, no role necessary. She's probably not hiding the emotion on her face very well, I wouldn't imagine. Do you? Would you?
No, she looks irritated and shell-shocked all at the same time. Like, you can tell shit has gone down. Literal shit has gone down.
Well, cannot tell that because Pamela would never in a million years think that. So she's like, what happened?
Nanny boo-boo happened.
Oh, what did she do? What's her name?
Tinsley.
Where's Tinsley?
Outside.
Is she okay?
She's fine. And Morrigan just kind of looks at you and she goes, there may be policemen show up.
As you look out the window, Pamela, you can see her parents have come off from the side garden and are talking to her.
Oh.
And she's kind of shaking her head no, but not very firmly, just kind of like this. And then her mom looks like she's scolding her and then just wraps her arms around her and hugs her, and they both start to cry.
Oh. I just point behind Morrigan to tell her to look out the window and see what's happening.
Morrigan just looks and just kind of, she's not really fazed. She just looks at you. She goes, when the police come and ask where I am, just tell them I'm in my room. If she decides she's going to get married, just let me know and I'll grab the camera.
Morrigan,
okay.
you see before you head off, you see a white vehicle pulling up into the driveway.
Fuck!
White?
And then you realize it's a delivery van for flowers.
See, you're fine.
She just still goes up to her. She's like, I'm going to get arrested.
As you're sitting up there, and Pamela, as you're still going about your preparations for this wedding, you do hear sirens, but they're in the distance. They sound like they're in town.
Okay.
But you never hear them come this way.
Nice. I like that.
And then a little bit later, as you're preparing, you've heard it often this morning with the sound of motorcycles. It just becomes more prevalent as the morning wears on. These bikers are starting to get into town for the Cat House Spring Fling. And it's just a steady drum of machinery. More cars are starting to pull in. Tinsley has gone up to her room about an hour ago. And seems to be at peace about something. What are you doing in this time? And what are you thinking?
I'm wondering if the wedding's still happening. I got shit to do. Is the mom around?
The mom went up with her.
Okay. I'm gonna make them some tea.
Okay.
And bring them up and, listen outside the door for a little bit.
Okay.
Make sure everything's okay, and then I'll softly knock if everything sounds okay.
You can kind of hear just like soft talk.
Mm-hmm.
If you really listened at the door, we could see if you could make anything out, if you'd like to.
Yeah. Yeah, let me double check. I don't think I have anything that'll help me right now. I have good listener, but that's not what this is about.
That's about listening to people, right?
Yes, it's all roles obtaining information from others.
Sure.
Which I could have used the
So
other day.
give me perception plus alertness. Difficulty of 7. There's a lot of house noise, you know.
That's true. I got 1 success. Are ones they take away?
One's take away.
Then I got nothing.
Okay. So
Too loud, can't hear.
yeah, you can just make out murmurs, and
Okay.
you maybe hear, "Oh, so pretty," you know, and things like that, and then just I can't, you know, but that's about it. But you can't tell in context of what is being said.
Okay, I will gently knock on the door.
Okay, come in,
I come in with my tray.
and you see that it's the mother, the bridesmaids, and Tinsley, and Tinsley's in her wedding dress. It's all on, but being zipped up, you know.
How does she look?
She
Her-
looks
what's
like
her
a
face?
bride
No,
getting
her
ready for her wedding day.
expression. She looks happy?
Kind of neutral, as if she was smiling at first, and then she sees you and her face kind of gets like a determined look on it.
Oh.
And she's like, "Mom, oh, thank you for bringing the tea, but Mom, do you mind if I talk to Miss Pamela about the wedding plans real quick? I have a surprise I want to do, and I want to talk to her about it, please. Just me and her. Girls, is that okay?" And I'm like, "Sure, but don't take too long, hun. We're kind of behind schedule." Okay.
Okay.
And she, you know, the mom closes the door. You know the old tricks, though. She's out there probably listening on the other side.
Yeah.
And then you stand there, I'm sure, and the footsteps finally go away.
I'll wait for her to start.
She's just like, "I think I'm going to try to do the Peace Corps, but I think I can be married to him too."
Yeah. Does he know that?
"No, but I can talk to him about it later."
What did you and your mom talk about?
She just told me that there are a lot of people that we know and a lot of family that have flown in to see this, and it would be really embarrassing to her, me, to, you know, have things go wrong on this day. And she said that, you know, if it doesn't work out with him, that I'm young. As long as we don't have any kids, a divorce isn't a big deal.
Wow.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
Well, you're putting the dress on and going through with it.
I appreciate you talking to me about all this. Those people that were here last night, this morning, it just seemed like freedom to get away with them, but they were really awful. There was a fight.
Really?
Dee's your human name's Morgan, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
but
so she's not gonna...
She goes by Morrigan.
Okay.
Oh.
But like if she had any family that showed up, they would ask for Morgan. They wouldn't ask for Morgan.
Okay, so she's like, "Do you think Miss Morgan, she was really mad at me out there. She doesn't think I need to marry him, and I've got this pressure on myself, but I've got my family that I have to care about too, and doing what's good for them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's one thing that kind of stands out in your mind in
What?
all this. She's not once mentioned Braden and how she feels about him.
Yeah.
It's like he's just there.
Exactly. I think you should talk to Braden, too. I mean, it's his future as well. Shouldn't you at least mention to him that...
But it's bad luck for the bride to see the groom on their wedding day.
Your mom's already talked... Okay, no, I'm not sassy this time. I need to be a little more tactical about this. Maybe I could... Well, sometimes brides and grooms exchange notes and letters on the day of. You could write him a letter, a little note. I could give it to him.
Would you?
Yeah.
Miss Brightstone, you've been so helpful.
Oh,
I really appreciate it.
of course.
You've all been really nice here. Yeah, if you don't mind, I will.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Miss Brightstone, we need you to sign for these, please.
Well, that's my cue. I'll put the tea tray down, and I'll be like, or you come find me later with the note, or I'll come back. Just, you take your time with it.
I'll bring it down to you.
Okay.
Or have one of the girls bring it.
Okay. Well, you look beautiful.
Just tell them, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to write this.
Okay, I will.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And, you let yourself out and you're signing for a floral delivery.
Is it the bouquets and everything?
Yeah, it's like the decorative pieces for out in
Just
the...
making sure no one was sending me flowers.
No,
I'm just kidding.
no.
Yes, it's the stuff.
Yeah, it's the stuff for the wedding. Sorry. I would have. If I was in this world, you'd
Oh,
get
thank you.
Well, actually,
Thank
I'm running it, yes. Somebody sent you a little flower. It's from your secret admirer
Uh-oh.
outside the game.
Oh.
But yeah, it's just they're and then there's the caterers are right behind them too, bringing in the last few things for like the after dinner and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's going to be held in like a banquet pavilion or tent, I guess, more like it, that they've set up in the yard. The weather's really nice today.
Cool.
And so you sign for it, you're kind of taking care of all the paperwork, because they did an all-inclusive package and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting that taken care of. And they're like, where should we put them? Just in the back? Get them set up?
Yes.
Okay. We'll get right on it.
Thank you.
And then the caterers come in and they do their thing. And you have a quartet that comes in, asking where they should set up. And then a little bit later, one of the bridesmaids comes down and says, Miss Brightstone, this is for you.
Thank you, Bethany. I don't know. Thank you.
Yeah.
She's probably got a weird ass name, like Kaylin.
Yeah.
With 30
No, it's
Ns.
probably Bethany, but it's spelled.
Fucking weird. Yeah.
Yes.
Like 3 E's.
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna
Thank
say
you, Bethany.
Yeah. It's Bethany.
Ah, I'm sorry, Bethany.
It's okay.
What is the note?
Well, it's closed. It's in an envelope.
Oh.
You could open it if you wished. I mean, you know how to do that with your tea kettles, I'm sure.
Yeah, what did she use to seal it?
It's just like a regular envelope. She probably licked it closed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a peek.
Are you really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to take it to the back?
Yes, I want to know what she's planning. Like, she said she had a surprise and she's going through with this. I don't know
Okay.
if she's gonna write to him.
Sure.
Like, I'm fucking calling it off.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
So You go back there, you steam it, and pry it open, no problem. And inside, it says, Dear Braden, I'm so excited about our day today, but before we get married, I wanted to talk to you about something. I know it's bad luck to see the groom see the bride before the wedding, so, I'm doing it in this letter. I really want to travel abroad and join the Peace Corps. I know that you have a job lined up in Bentonville, and working with your dad has been a dream of yours for a while, but I would very much like us to do this together. And I would like us to take this journey of helping people in need together. I would love to talk to you about this after our wedding, but this has been a dream of mine, and I just couldn't keep my dreams from you for whatever reason.
That's sweet.
I hope you'll share my dream with me. All my love. T.
Okay.
That's actually really sweet.
It is very sweet. I'm afraid of what he's gonna say though, but I'm gonna take it to him right now. I gotta know.
Are you sealing it back up?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
He won't notice. Who am I kidding? No.
Probably won't. But
Let me seal it. Yes.
Okay. So you make your way to the groom's side of the building, and you can hear raucous behavior from behind the door. And you can hear him, yeah, bro, woo! Just sounds familiar from last night,
I will knock loudly.
Yeah.
I will come in. Are you decent? She's covering her eyes.
No, we got our dicks out.
oh my god.
Pamela goes, oh, and she walks back out.
Is Hammurabi there or whatever?
What?
The gorilla.
Harambe. He's blessing the wedding.
And you kind of, I'm sure, because you're a boggy, you peek a little bit, and no one does.
She fully goes, oh, and
okay.
She backs out.
They're like, oh, we're just fucking with you.
Oh.
What you got?
A letter from the bride.
Hey, you want a shot?
No, thank you.
And they are snookered. You like, once you take your hand off your face, you smell the alcohol just wafting up.
I'm like, I have a letter from Tinsley to Braden.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's probably telling me what she wants tonight.
Oh my god.
And they're like elbowing each other, they're just being the boys.
Here you go.
Oh, right on. Hey, thanks.
You're welcome. I wanted to hear what he says. Do you need anything?
No, you want to stay and drink with us, though?
Sure. A drink or two won't hurt. I'll pretend to drink.
We're doing body shots, though.
Uh-oh. How about I watch and I sip on something?
Oh, no, we don't. No homo.
Okay, you guys have a good time. She's leaving. It's not worth it.
You're gonna make fun of her letter.
So you close the door, and they're, you can just hear them being the people they are, equally loud again as you close it.
Is he reading the letter?
You can't tell, because there's just still a lot of, and then you hear some people, what's it say, man? Read what she's gonna do.
Oh my god.
And then it kind of gets quiet in there.
Oh god.
Are you still listening at the door?
Yes.
Okay. Give me, this is gonna be hard because it's gonna happen quick. Give me, wits plus subterfuge. Difficulty 8.
I'm rolling 2 dice. I'm not even wasting a willpower on this.
Okay.
Hey, I got a 9 and a 10.
Wow.
Awesome.
So just in time, your little boggin brain kicks in that somebody's walking towards the door pretty quick from in that room.
What?
And so you notice a broom over in the corner and you grab it and you take a few steps over and you're sweeping and acting like you weren't listening at all.
Nice.
And you look over and it's Braden. And he looks at you and goes, "She gave this to you?"
Yes.
What the fuck? What the fuck? And you can tell he's drunk. And it's like he doesn't understand what was said in it. She's going to tell me what to do with my life? Fuck that. Was she doing this shit on our wedding day? What the fuck?
Pamela's speechless, and so am I. I thought they were going to laugh.
You know what?
Honestly.
No. Never mind. No. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. And he just goes back in and slams the door.
Now what are they saying and doing in there?
It kind of got quiet because it got uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It was a sweet ass note.
It was really cute. I mean, I still think they should have talked beforehand, but this is not a normal marriage.
But what do you think a drunken person with this demeanor would glean from this letter?
I don't think he can read.
He doesn't know what the Peace Corps is. He read that. He thought it said pussy sore. He's like, yes, she wants me to make her pussy sore.
And you hear, it's not like that, man. It's not what she's saying. I'm not giving up my dreams, but I'm going to help my dad run his dealership.
Oh my God, it's a freaking dealer. There's nothing wrong with dealerships, listeners. Please don't get offended. The way that it was built up, I just thought it was like, I just had a different image. Sorry.
Me too. I apologize.
It's like the top regional sales for 3 years running. There's no way I'm giving up bank like that just to go off and join and help people in mud huts somewhere. No, thank you. I don't know why she's so afraid to tell me this shit. Like, why did she tell me this on our wedding day? It's like she's trying to make me mad or something. And that's about all you get because they're like trying to get him more drinks and shut him up.
God.
This is going to be terrible. Okay.
All right. I'm going to look for something to do.
Okay.
There's no way I
so
can
I need
go back
you.
and
I
tell
need
her.
you to do something for me real quick.
Okay.
How emotionally? How is Pamela feeling right now?
Stricken.
Like
yes.
how? Just in shock or?
Yeah, like shock and also pain for Tinsley because Tinsley put her heart out on the line finally, and this is the response. And there's like, so she's just kind of shocked and really worried about Tinsley and what this is gonna do to her.
Mm-hmm. So what I need you to do for me is make a no, I guess there's no check necessary. It's just you feel that really strong. Like down in the court, like it just is overwhelming you almost. Mm-hmm. This feeling, like just this emotion you just described is just almost oppressive, almost to the point you can't focus on your tasks.
Okay.
But you still manage. It's what you do. And you manage to get everything together. You clean the hall because those boys made a mess. There's just like the boutonniere pins. They just like took the caps off the pins and threw the caps and threw the box in the floor, after the delivery of that stuff. And there's flower petals all outside the door. So you actually needed to sweep, as you kind of compose yourself and get back together. And you get it cleaned up and you throw that in the trash and go about your business. And doing your little boggin business, you think maybe you felt better now.
Yeah, I need someone to appreciate me. I need to feel gratitude.
Yeah.
And obviously I did not get that from them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just going to go back down and polish something until someone smiles at me or some shit.
So you go downstairs and the flower people are just now leaving. They finished setting up in the garden, and the caterers have just set up, and that couple that I described before, the ones that run the catering business, they both come in and they are just beaming ear to ear. They're like, we feel like it's Rebecca and Emily Phillips, and that we feel that this is probably the best dinner we have put together. And they're just like holding each other, hip to hip, and it's just like, yeah, it's just going to be so great. It's such a pretty day. It's such a beautiful wedding. It's just, I feel so happy. It's like kind of how I felt when we got married, believe it or not.
Aww.
Even though we are watching this, it's for the straights, but hey, I'm happy for them. It's a beautiful day. And you've done a good job with this place. It looks awesome.
Thank you.
Do you need anything else from us?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, we definitely want to do another one soon with you.
Absolutely.
Please keep us in mind.
I'll let you know how the guests like your food.
Okay. Yeah. Well, have a good one. Thanks.
You too. Oh, God.
What?
This is not gonna go well.
All right. Well, the time comes for the wedding.
Already?
D, there have been no sirens.
As soon as she kind of realized that no sirens were going on, and as soon as nobody kind of...
I think we're in the clear. The coast is clear out there. I don't see anybody coming for you.
She just kind of nods like, okay. And she's kind of in a mood now. And so at that point, she probably had taken the camera. She probably took shots of not with Braden and them, not those kind of shots, but of the setup after the flowers and the catering getting set up. Okay. I'm sure she did pictures with the bride's family.
Yeah. Well, and they are looking at you, throughout all of it and are kind of disturbed because you have resting bitch face.
Yes.
Like it's real obvious. And normally, you're able to hide it, but today of all days, after giving that speech to that girl.
Yeah, it stirred up some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's, and
Mom's side of the family only. Get out, Dad. Get out.
and Dan keeps looking at you and goes, "What the hell is wrong with you? You got a job to do. Do your snappy clickies."
And she just kind of nods, and she's trying to kind of wipe it off her face, and maybe she does a little bit, but it's still it's still real icy. This just.
And maybe even more than you want it to be.
Yeah. It probably picked a nerve more than she realized that this was going to pick a nerve. So. You
get your pictures. And then you hear the mom say, "We're ready. We're ready. The preacher's here. We're ready to do this."
Oh, boy.
The mom's just have been bawling. Her makeup's just running.
Happy tears?
Yeah, you think maybe she's, whatever it is, she's just been sobbing. And it looks like Tinsley's been doing the same. All the bridesmaids do. One of them looks really mad. Really mad. But they're all holding their bouquets and they're making their way down.
Is that his side piece? I don't know.
I mean, who knows with this group?
And the preacher comes up and he's like, "All right, I'm going to go out first. The grooms, they're going to, the girls, they're going to walk you out. They're going to come out their hall. You're going to line up in this hall. We're going to come through the building, out through to the garden. And it's going to be great, right? And he seems just overly happy, you know. And Tinsley's like, yes, it'll be so nice.
What the fuck?
I'm so happy. She's just
Morgan
crying.
is just looking at her like, bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, she ran away with the motorbike gang. She got chewed out by Autumn. She had all her chances. We tried to help. It is time.
All right. So they begin to make their way out. The wedding march starts. And they get down the aisle. And are you guys watching from... Morgan's doing her pictures. Is Pamela watching the procession happen?
Yeah, probably from the back of the seating area or whatever.
Okay. And Dan's with you right now because he knows Morgan has a job to do and she doesn't like it when he tells her how to take better pictures. With the clicky thing. And he's got a little tuxedo on.
Oh my god, of course. He looks wonderful.
Does he have a monocle?
Only when he wants to see what the bride looks like
Yeah.
close up. Like when he can't see. And that's not even how it works, but that's how he
It
does
just
it.
appears. And how is Pamela feeling right now seeing all this?
Queasy. Like her stomach is going because she does not know what's going to happen. Tinsley's fucking crying. Braden's pissed off about the letter, but she doesn't want to stop anything. It's too late. It's all going to happen. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So she's probably like biting her nails. Like what the fuck is going to happen?
Give me a stamina check.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
I got 2 7s, a 10, and a 1. So is that
2 successes.
2?
Yeah.
1 takes away and
Right.
10 does not explode.
Not explode
Okay, cool.
unless
So
you...
2 successes.
Yeah, you have never felt this nervous in your life.
Yeah.
Your
pretty
stomach
much.
is just raw, 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 and like it is really all you can do not to throw up your sweet muffins from this morning.
Oh no.
And Dan's like, "What the hell's wrong with you, T?
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Why are you so fucking nervous? It's not your wedding. I mean, it is. You're putting it on for him, but you know what I mean."
This could come back. I don't know what's gonna happen to this girl's life. Oh,
And then the bridal march starts.
oh my god.
Morgan, how are you feeling right now?
She's getting angry.
Boy,
Nice.
are you.
Yeah.
Boy, are you get angry. Like, you just look mad. And one of the guests looks over at you and goes, "Hey, if you've got a problem, you need to keep it to yourself. Do not ruin this day. You understand?" And they look just as pissed as you are. Like, pissed. Like, about to fight pissed.
What the fuck's going on?
Oh my god. Oh shit. What was she? She's not going to hit this person.
You want to, though.
But I want to.
I need you to give me a willpower check, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
Fuck.
my
Difficulty
God.
6.
Okay. Is it my total willpower?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, you
okay.
can if you want. You can spend
What?
one. You can spend one if you want. I knew what you're getting at.
Okay, I got 2 successes.
That's enough. You managed to keep it together. But yeah, man, you really wanted to hit that guy. Really wanted to hit him. And you can, both of you at this point, give me perception plus alertness. Difficulty
Okay.
6.
Okay.
I got 2 successes.
Okay.
I did too.
You're kind of scanning the crowd as you're, realizing how you're feeling. And you look out and everybody's wearing whatever they're feeling on their faces.
What the fuck's going on?
Like some people are just overjoyed. Like, isn't this a beautiful day? And then they'll look over at the person next to them, and the person next to them is either just like really just bawling their eyes out, or mad, or kind of melancholy, but like just, like they're thinking about their own lives and they just look super depressed.
What the fuck?
And I mean, it's just like a range of just whatever these people's emotions they're feeling are cranked up to 10. The preacher just looks overjoyed. Tinsley's like trembling as she walks down the aisle. And a couple of the frat bros are like, don't you fuck this up, Tinsley. We know what you did. Fucking bitch. And she's like, what? And, and like, Braden's up there and he's just like clenching his hands.
Holy fuck, what the fuck is going on?
And just looks so mad.
Who's doing this?
And
I am probably looking at Pamela at this point. Like, I've probably said, like, the pictures, because I realized something is bad wrong.
Yes. Like, do we know what would be doing this?
you can give me a keening check. Okay. So it'll be perception plus keening. Difficulty of...
Kenning?
Yeah, K-E-E-N. Yeah, kenning. Yeah, it's keening or kenning, whatever you want to say. However you... I don't know.
Sorry.
That word.
You said perception plus that?
Uh-huh. It's difficulty of 6 because you're in your freehold.
2.
2?
I got 1.
It's enough. Both of you notice that from the flowers are just so fragrant. And you can see the rainbow hues very faintly of glamour coming off of them. And it's at that point that you realize this, that all the flowers have been enchanted with something. Yeah. Like every flower that was in that truck, you see the guys boutonnieres, and they're all wearing emotions on their faces. You see the bridal party's bouquets, they're all wearing emotions on their faces. The flowers line by the chairs, and everybody that's near the flowers is emotional, and then as they kind of get further away, they're a little less emotional. And when Tinsley gets to the front, before the preacher can say, we're gathered here today, Braden goes, fuck this shit. Grabs her bouquet and slams it on the ground. I don't want to deal with some bullshit bitch who can't tell me what's going on and tell the truth to me and try to trick me into marrying her, trying to get my dad's money. And her father stands up and goes, you arrogant bastard. And how dare you talk to my daughter that way? And he rips his suit jacket off. Oh and God. Braden's father goes, motherfucker, don't you talk to my son that way. And they start going at it in the aisle.
Oh my God.
Morrigan goes, kick his ass!
Morrigan, you've got to make a willpower check not to kick his ass. To jump into the fight.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay.
Difficulty of 6.
I failed.
Oh my God.
All right, we'll roll for initiative in a minute.
Oh my fuck.
I rolled an 8 and a 9 and 2 1s.
And other people are screaming at the top of their lungs.
Oh my God.
Like, they're, other people are just like had their head in their hands. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Other people are just sobbing on the floor, and it just looks like just a melee. People are running for it, screaming. I mean, it's insanity, and people are throwing chairs, just wrecking the yard right now.
Oh my God.
Before we get into initiative, what are you doing, Pamela?
I want to round up these flowers and stomp them out or something.
Okay, or get them out of the garden or something. Okay.
Because, I know I can't... Oh, wait.
So we're going to roll for initiative.
Wait.
I know, but you're going to have to roll for initiative during all this, too.
Not on this. Not everything stops for tea. Here we go. Diffuse hostile situations. Actually, if they're already fighting, I don't think I can. Wait, no, it's only if I do it. Fuck. Let me look at the page number.
Okay.
Because I may be able to stall this.
Okay.
74 in my boggin book. Where's my boggin book? Okay.
Oh, not everything stops.
Thank heaven for supplements.
I love that.
That's what it's called. Okay, everything stops for tea. Boggins know that while all homes have their quarrels, ultimately the hearth brings everyone together. You have a supernatural blessing for diffusing hostile situations, or at least delaying conflict long enough for innocents to get out of the line of fire. Provided you do not make threatening moves and have not already taken violent or aggressive action in the current scene. You may spend 1 glamour and roll charisma plus empathy.
Okay.
For each success, no one present can initiate combat or use harmful supernatural powers for 1 turn, including me.
For each success.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I can spend willpower points to extend it. But
Okay.
only if I scored at least 1 success.
Okay.
So maybe I can at
Does it
least
give you
stop
a listed difficulty in the book?
Let me see.
It'll be near what it told you to roll.
7.
Okay.
If I botch, things get much worse.
Oh my god!
All right.
Okay.
So what are you saying to these people to get their attention? You don't have tea handy, but you could.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be tea.
Yeah,
It's just-
you can be like, everyone, let's not fight, or however you want to say it. Whatever you do, I'm gonna let you do it.
Oh god. I'll probably say something like, please calm down. This is a beautiful day. It doesn't have to be like this. And as I'm like gathering the flowers
Well, you'll have to gather the flowers
after.
after.
Okay.
You can be moving forward to
Yes.
try to diffuse.
I'll be like, please don't mar this beautiful day
Okay.
with this. This is a day you're going to remember for the rest of your lives. Is this
All
how
right.
you really want it to be?
Well, spend your glamour and whatever else you need to spend.
Okay, glamour.
Oh my god.
Botch. Charisma plus empathy. Good
Okay.
thing I got
And you can spend
all
willpower
that.
to do what? Extend it?
Yes, extend how long, how many turns or... Let me see.
Do you have to spend that now?
No, it's you may spend willpower points to extend this time at a cost of 1 per point per additional round, but only if you scored at least 1 success.
Okay, I got you. So if you need more time, you can keep spending willpower.
Yes.
Do you want to spend a willpower now to give you a success on this roll?
Hang on. I got a lot of dice, so I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Let me see. And then empathy. I got 10 dice.
Oh my god.
If I can't,
Oh
if
my
I botch
God.
this, it's meant to be, you know.
I want you to understand something, mathematically speaking.
What?
The more dice you roll, the more likely you are to botch.
Why?
Because it's just how statistics work out. You're more likely to roll once. You're also more likely to roll good dice too.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, I'm spending 1. I'm spending
That's
willpower, yes.
the only reason I'm telling you
Yes.
is because it can happen.
Okay, might as well. I do have a
Oh,
lot.
I know it can happen.
1, 2, 3, minus 1, so 2 successes.
Plus your willpower.
Plus my willpower,
So
3.
3. So you have 3 rounds, which is about 30 seconds or so. Okay, there we have mics.
Sorry!
Sorry, listeners at home. There was a gale force wind that blows
I need
through
them to know how tense I am.
with the smell of baked bread that rolls through. Like the faint smell of goodness and the hearth and cheer.
candles.
Yeah. It's not an unleashing, but
Yes.
it's like your words carry this, that something inside them gathers attention, and you say what you just said.
I may still take actions while this merit is in effect.
Okay.
Offering a nice cup of tea and a place to sit and chat is traditional, of course, but really any non-violent, non-aggressive action is fine.
Okay.
I want to pick up the flowers he dumped.
Okay.
And start,
there's
like,
are you
gathering.
gathering up all flowers that
I
are
would
around?
like to,
Okay.
but I'm going to start with a bouquet because he threw it down.
Morgan,
and that's gonna make
you've
more
got
sense.
a guy by the tie. And you're about to like shove your camera lens into his face, and you realize, holy shit, this is a $1,500 lens. What am I doing?
Yeah.
As her words ring true, and you notice that she's starting, as she's saying these things and being kind, she's picking up flowers. And flowers that you realize that the glamour was coming off of. Do you want to assist her? You have control of your faculties right now for 3 rounds.
Yes. I don't aggressively shove him down, but
Yeah.
I kind of let him go and just try to get as many. Are they on the boutonnieres too?
Yeah.
He might have one.
Yeah. And
Okay.
now getting those from people is going to require coercion.
Oh, that's true.
But getting them from around the perimeter,
Well, if she's
the
already got 'em
the
by the
bride's
time.
bouquet that he threw, Well, this was not one of the groomsmen. This was just one of the...
I didn't know if the dad... It's one of the dads, right? They
Right.
might have one.
Right. Yeah, I guess they do.
Okay,
But that will be
before
considered an act of aggression. You're ripping something off their shirts.
I can't do it nicely.
You can try. You can persuade them, but you were just about to swing your fist in his face. And it's not that you don't feel the emotions you're
Tell
feeling
him there
right
was a
now.
bee
It's
about to sting
overwhelming.
him.
It's just like you feel like a pause button's been
I
hit.
can't lie.
Oh, yeah.
I probably could, but she don't. Can I try to? I don't have no subterfuge. Why am I trying to do that?
If you're wanting to persuade them, it would be
I was going to
charisma.
try to swipe it.
Oh, that's going to be almost impossible. It's going to be very
Yeah.
difficult.
Okay. I guess I could try to persuade him, but I don't know what to say. I guess
You could just say,
"People, these
we need to gather these up, and we're going to try to hit the reset button. Let me see your flower, please. Something like that, maybe.
Which is exactly what's happening. So that is the
Right,
truth.
right.
So
That's
yeah,
true.
that's what she says.
Okay. So give me charisma plus etiquette.
Okay. Well, at least I can't botch this.
True.
I cannot botch etiquette rolls. So
You can still fail them, but you
I can fail like a motherfucker, but I can't botch. And I did, man. I failed.
He's like, what? No, what do you do? Get off me. What the hell is going on here? What did you people do to us? What is happening? He's looking at me like that for. He's talking to somebody else. Like you can tell it's just like I said, you've turned it down, but it's not out.
Am I making progress on the flowers?
You are. There's
But it's
still boutonnieres and, bridal bouquets.
Yeah.
It's been about, we'll say 2 rounds now, and you gathered up everything but the flowers that are on people's persons. And you've kind of pushed them to the back garden, and you've not thrown them in a pile, but you've done this quickly. I'm going to make you, just to see how well you've done,
Okay.
give me Dex plus athletics.
Oh God. 1, 2, 3.
Difficulty 6.
2 successes.
So yeah, you've managed to gather up a fair number. Not all,
Okay.
but there's still quite a few around. And since you both passed those checks and you've noticed the glamour, you definitely still see that it's coming off of them. But it's not just permeating the air now that you've moved all these flowers to the back garden as fast as you could.
Okay.
You have 1 round left before ding ding.
Can I try to command them to give the flowers?
You can.
Like, not like try to be charismatic about it, but just like do it. Or would that be aggressive?
So are you trying to use your she?
Yeah, let me open up. I've got the page right here and see what exactly.
Now, are you thinking because I know you don't have
I can't
sovereign.
do sovereign.
Yeah.
No.
Now you could invoke the weird and do it, but people are going to know what you are if you do that.
Yeah, that's
I
probably
don't
not
want
a
to
good-
do that. Damn it. Because they would have to stand awestruck and look at me for like 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't really help. Does anything cloud after it's invoked though? Like, does their brain kind of rationalize what they saw afterwards if you invoke the weird?
Depending on their banality.
Okay.
So the higher their banality, the quicker
Uh-huh.
they'll forget what happened.
Okay.
So, for the most part, people around you here,
Mhm.
would for about a week or so, might have like a dream-like, or for a couple weeks, they might have like dream-like memories of what went down in the garden. Like after it's all said and done, they would just like, they would be like, did that just, or did I dream that happened? There might be a few though out there that might have a hazy memory of it, or uncertain memory, but no one's gonna. I don't know. Well, there might be, because you don't know if there's any dreamers out there. But just from what you've seen from this family and stuff, you might feel comfortable enough with how just unnoteworthy they are. You know, as far as like, you hadn't seen any like artsy fartsy people walking in this group.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, they were doing Smirnoff ice.
Right. But keep in mind, this is the whole group of guests and all that, so you just don't know what you're dealing with in that.
But this could this not ruin the business reputation if like a huge fucking fight breaks out and they somehow blame it on us because these are rich fucks and nothing is ever their fault?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna invoke the weird?
Yeah, so I can do unearthly beauty.
Which is that in Sovereign?
No, it's a birthright.
Oh, and this is when you unleash.
Yeah, it says unearthly beauty. She stand out in a crowd due to their beauty and regal bearing. She received 2 additional dots of appearance. Blah 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 blah. When they invoke the weird, this beauty becomes overpowering.
Okay,
gotcha. I said that really awkwardly.
We knew what you meant. We knew what you meant.
Okay.
Twoo love.
Yes, that's exactly how that came out for some reason. Sorry, people. I don't know what happened. If she invokes the weird in the presence of a character, the player must roll willpower difficulty 8. If that roll fails, the character can only stare awestruck, wonder for this.
Okay, I'll make
whatever.
I'll make a group roll.
Okay. Yeah. So
all right.
I'm gonna do.
So if they fail the check, so what are you unleashing?
I'm just invoking the weird so that they see my awesome she self.
And then trying to talk to them.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna tell them to throw their boutonnieres.
Okay. So you're not gonna do Sovereign or anything?
No, I cannot do Sovereign because of my house. Like the dream.
Oh, you're banned from it. Oh,
yes.
I forgot that. That's right. Okay. Yes.
Or however you say that. Yeah. It's back.
Yeah.
It's said by the full force of the dreaming. So there's like no way I can do Sovereign.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, you're just going to do that. All right.
Yeah.
So you step up, and what does your voil look like? Do you describe your character as you invoke?
Lord. Because it's interesting. Okay, y'all know Daenerys. You know how those kind of type outfits that she would wear, like the leather, like dresses with the riding pants under them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, early seasons 1 and 2.
Seasons 1, 2, 3. That
the black dresses with the big shoulders.
She wore black till she got bad.
Oh well, what am I thinking? Oh, it was the white dresses.
No. Are you talking Dothraki?
Oh my God, y'all! I don't know. I don't keep up with this stuff.
I know what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
The colorful
I'm going to go.
shit or the brown shit?
There was one that was like a brown bluish one. I think it was season 3.
Okay, perfect.
Made the dragons blow up them slavers.
Yes. Yeah.
That one.
Yep.
Only it's they're black.
Okay.
Morrigan.
Okay.
She does have a cloak. She has leather. It's not like dominatrix leather, but like rawhide leather. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she does have the black feather pauldrons. And she has bracers, and you can see that she has silver vined tattoos all over her arms and all that. She has a unicorn sigil. It's on it like a metalwork collar.
Mm-hmm.
and she has bracers on her arms, and they're leather, but they look like they're feathers.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and she has a headdress type thing,
Uh-huh.
and it has a raven skull in the center.
Oh.
Dan goes, I never did like that.
She just shoots Dan a look like, not now.
And he says it,
Wow.
I mean, not to you, but he says it kind of to Pamela because he's been kind of following her around.
So
I'm
yeah,
probably
she
like, oh
looks
shit,
like
what is
that.
she doing?
Okay.
Would they see the sword too? Because I'm sure I have my fucking tripod there.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so then they see this huge ass, two-handed great sword right there. And so she does that, and then she just points to a spot in the aisle, and she tells them to throw their corsages and boutonnieres right there.
Okay. So you the debris that is on the ground just like a wind comes and like sweeps it away from your presence as you walk forward, and like it's almost like the quartet started playing or something. Like the music you're hearing in the background right now is like almost like faintly in the distance, People
Cool.
can't be sure if they heard that or not. But yeah, you give this commanding, speech, and so let me roll this willpower check for.
Oh my god, they see her red eyes too.
Oh yeah.
And ears. Okay.
So the guys up there with the couple of guys with the boutonnieres up there, they just seem just like they're more horny than in all of you.
Oh god.
And however, a couple of the bridesmaids throw them, down, and and the fathers take off theirs and put them in there, and the mothers do as well. So you spent your glamour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like everybody is listening to what you have to say. So I made the willpower check. So now I need you to get these that aren't, just enraptured by your beauty and ethereal grace. You have, to issue a command and to see if they follow it. So you need to give me charisma plus leadership.
Okay.
Difficulty of 7.
Okay. I'm gonna spend willpower
Okay.
to try to get them to. I got 3 successes.
3 successes.
Mhm.
Yes, that is pretty darn good. And that's with your willpower?
Yes.
So, everybody starts to put them in a pile. At least, maybe not as quick as you would like, because you can kind of tell the words start to wear off, and people are like, I don't see why we have to listen to this bitch. This is bullshit. What are we doing? Why are we're going to, the wedding's ruined already. Why are we listening to this? This makes no sense, but they're still doing it. Pamela, you would have time now if you wanted to try to make a check to scoop them all up and get them out of there.
Yes,
but I'm going to need you to give me another Dex plus athletics check to try to get them in there, get them all on your hands, and get them out of the way.
I'm gonna spend
Can
a
Dan
willpower.
help?
No, Dan does not want to help. If you order him to, he could.
What was
but
the difficulty?
there will keep in mind that there will be this bird creature that appears. Difficulty 6.
I mean, I'm just like.
I know.
No, I'm good.
You
Oh,
good?
well. Yeah, 2 successes.
Okay,
Yes.
that is enough.
No. I willpower and an 8 and a 1, so 1 success.
That's still enough.
Okay.
So you manage to get them, like one falls on the ground and rolls, but it's past the wedding group, and you just kind of place them down as gently as you can. And then like you feel your enchantment kind of, go. And at that point, it's almost like, like bring back up, and everybody's like ready to go. And then they're just like, what are we doing?
Let's just calm down and enjoy the nuptials. Maybe we got a little hot.
Tinsley's like,
Would anyone
no,
like some lemonade?
no, we can't do this. I'm sorry. I can't marry you if you're this kind of man. And he's like, I can't marry you if you're going to be wanting to travel around the world. I can't keep you from doing that, babe. He's like, I was mad because it's not what I want from my life, but I'm not going to keep you from yours.
Wow, it's actually kind of mature for him.
It's a surprise to both of you.
Yes.
And a surprise to much of his family, too. And so you marked your glamour off, D? And a willpower for invoking?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you didn't fail your roll, so that's good. So no banality. Are you going to dismiss it now that everybody's kind of coming back to their senses, or are you still standing there in your stuff?
No.
Okay.
Like as soon as she got rid of the flowers, I'm like dropping it.
But there are a lot of people just looking at you, like a couple people in the audience just looking at you with their mouths agape, like younger, like kids.
I am okay, but they're children. I just kind of look at them and just kind of wink, and then.
And they're just like, fairy princess, fairy princess.
Aww.
That is sweet.
And a hobbit. This
Oh my God.
Bilbo's wife.
Who'd you call? I'm just kidding.
Bilbo's wife is over there.
Bilbo's wife. Aww.
Oh.
Miss Bilbo. And like they wave at you.
I wave at them, but I'm not gonna wink or anything. I'm just gonna act kind of confused, but that's very cute.
And they're like, Mom. And they're like, I know, honey, don't stare. What are we doing? Like, a lot of people are just kind of shaking their heads, and looking confused. The mists are doing what they need to do,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But those handful of younger people, maybe people that you did notice that maybe do have a little bit of a dream still in their hearts, are definitely looking at you both. Just kind of, like they partially remember what just went down. And, are just kind of in shock. A lot of people are. But other people seem to just be going about their business like, nothing just went down, just that you just diffused the situation in a great way, and everybody's like, yeah, well, I hate to let this food go to waste, but if you don't want to marry each other, I mean, the mom and dad are kind of, moms and dads are kind of saying this, and
I mean, at least this happened like on the last day that they paid for, and they got to party before this. Pamela's not gonna mention that, but she's gonna try and make this as good as possible. She doesn't want to leave yet, but she kind of wants to go make everyone some nice lemonade.
Okay. So a lot of people are getting in their cars and leaving, like because they don't want to be here because it was just too crazy.
Yeah.
And they're too embarrassed by what went down. But some people are staying because they're just really confused. The kids are begging them to stay because they're just like, Mom, it's like Disney. They're like, it's like the movies. This place is awesome. Do you not see? There's a whole land here. It's a magical castle cottage. It's beautiful, and there are birds that I've never seen the colors of before. And it's so nice. It's like a dream.
That's nice. I will make them some lemonade before we go. 'Cause that's sweet.
Okay. So yeah, like they're just like looking at you and, just in awe of, what's going on, and they talk to you for about an hour,
The kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
And just, keep wanting to know both you and Morrigan, But are you really magic?
We're not allowed to say yes, are we?
I mean,
I would probably just be like, I'm so flattered you like it here. I'm so glad you had a good time.
Morrigan
There's magic
says,
in all of us.
Morrigan says yes and stuff, but she says it in a manner that, like somebody that was working at Disney would say to a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not in a manner that if anybody was ever hearing would take her seriously. She'd be like, oh, she's just humoring the kids type thing. So.
Yeah.
Also, I really hate to point this out because this could be bad. But since I did my little shit, and I had to do a leadership role on some of these mortals. They have to roll a willpower check against the difficulty of my glamour.
Okay.
And if they fail, then they take extra interest in me, which can manifest as
Nope, I need to know that because we may have to go back in time and retcon a couple things. All right. So I'm going to do a handful of rolls. What's your glamour rating?
3.
Oh, you're in deep shit.
They have to, if they fail it.
But it's a difficulty 3 check, D.
Yeah. They just have to get over a 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Oh, if they fail it, they're attracted to you.
Oh,
oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, thanks for the clarification. All right.
Yeah, otherwise, no, I'd be in deep doo-doo.
Yes.
You'd be in
I would
deep
not
nanny.
have done that.
Yeah. The kids are enraptured with you. That's funny that I rolled that because the last one I rolled was the kids, and I rolled a 3, 2, and a 1, and a 2. So the 1 took away from the 3. So, but yeah, they're following you around, asking you questions, and yeah. But yeah.
Music got kind of dark.
It did. Let's see if we can get some happier music. That should have been playing.
That was for the fight.
Before, yeah. It's a strange time, and they're remembering a lot more than you want, and there's a lot of people that are talking about it. But eventually, as the time goes on, you can tell as people are asking you about it. Even some fathers and mothers are coming to listen to what you say. And people are taking extra interest in your tea and your foods and stuff, Pamela. But then you can see some people just kind of being disoriented and kind of uncertain about what they may have seen, and soon most people are just kind of maybe brushing it off like it didn't happen. But a lot of people are making excuses to get out of here. It's not that they're afraid, they're just confused and they're scared, and something happened here that they don't know what went down. Now, in the back of your mind and your heart of hearts, both of you, that in time, most will forget. But there are those, especially these enraptured children, that time frame will be years of their life for when the banality of the autumn world pushes down on them and takes from them this day. But in this moment, their fairy tales are true right before their eyes. They saw it, and they're never going to forget it, they tell themselves. Do either of you need glamour?
Is 2 a good amount, or should I be worried?
Well, you can sleep in the freehold, but I'm going to get y'all to roll on a chart for me because these children are so enamored with what you've done, and you've shown them dreams, and they're so excited by it, and they're in a freehold, and they saw the freehold as you unleashed since they're such low banality people, it looked like what it looks like to them in flashes, like it looks like what it looks like to you guys, I mean. We're going to I need to look something up real quick. Okay, so the children are so enraptured with what's going on, and the memory is so vivid with them that all the fairy tales that they've ever been told are, oh, that's just make believe. That's just a Disney movie. That's just now the possibility that no, mom and dad are wrong. That is real. I saw the tooth fairy in front of me. I saw Santa Claus in front of me. You know, it's that type of thing. And their minds are just racing. So both of you at this point can give me perception plus kenning.
Okay.
Difficulty 8.
Nope.
I got an 8 and a 1. So.
Okay, no. So it's not enough, but you have definitely, you can tell, inspired these children to, dream a little bit, to think of what's possible. And they are just glomming onto you. And, finally a couple hours pass and everybody has stayed the polite amount of time,
For a non-wedding.
For a non-wedding,
Yes.
as awkward as this is. And they're leaving. You can tell most of the older adults are, at this point, the mists are thoroughly fading, surrounding them. And they're starting to kind of think it's only a fever dream they had, maybe, Some folks leave a little more disturbed and are like, you can tell, frantically tweeting something.
Oh,
And
Lord.
then like deleting it, thinking it's better that they don't because maybe people think they're crazy,
Mm-hmm.
And, some people are very slyly trying to take selfies with Morrigan, like in the background behind them and like doing the OMG face, because that's probably what they're about to tag that exact thing,
Tag
and,
the location. Get me some business.
yeah. And so, it finally wraps up. And all that's left is Braden and his parents and Tinsley and her parents. And they've packed up. It's later in the evening. They kind of sheepishly look at you both and they say, "We are so sorry. So sorry about what happened here. It wasn't what we planned, but I think both of them feel better about things." And what happened today? I feel like, no. Tinsley's like, "I know. Thank you."
I'll just nod at her.
Same here.
and at that-
I don't really have words to say.
And at that, you can see something in her. And I need you both, again, to make that same roll. Perception plus Kenny.
Okay. What was the difficulty?
Difficulty 8.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay.
2 successes.
You both can tell, you don't get any glamour from her, but you can tell that because she was here and what she's experienced, and while it was wild and awful, it's given her what she wanted. She found the courage in the chaos to, after all that happened, to take him aside, and he found the courage to let her be who she wants to be. And while it's not the outcome that the parents wanted, they seem to be all right that their kids are happy with it, or they will be okay in time.
Yeah.
And finally, Mr. Milner speaks up and says, "Well, I guess there goes the deposit, huh? Oh, I'm so sorry about that. If we need to cover expenses, we'll write you a check."
Did they damage anything?
Oh, did they ever?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The garden is a wreck.
What?
In that brief little scuffle that people were throwing chairs, somebody fell into some of the rose bushes
Oh
and
my
broke
God.
them.
Okay.
The
yeah.
archway got damaged as the preacher got pushed back and he fell with it.
Oh shit! Is he okay?
Yeah, he's all right too, but you heard him grumbling something as he went out about lawsuit. And I mean, he didn't even seem like he believed any of it
Yeah.
happened, And you're kind of glad that he's gone in a way. Like both of you get this feeling that that man might not have been good for you to be around.
What?
For long periods of time.
Is that like a religious person
High
thing?
banality.
Oh.
Not, and I'm not, and so you folks at home know, I'm not saying because he's religious. I'm just saying because
This character happened to
this
be.
character happened to be.
Oh. Okay. I guess I'll tell them that I'll invoice them. I mean, I don't want to be rude about it because I know what happened, but I'm also like, yeah, this is going to have to be paid for. I'm just glad that everyone's okay and that...
A very nice white Mercedes has pulled up into the driveway.
Okay. Who dat?
Yeah, for real.
She gets out of the car. She's wearing a very pretty, sensible green, like traveling dress, you know, like something you would wear in the spring or summer to maybe drive or go somewhere. But still, you can tell that even though she's trying to look casual, it's one of those outfits that if you're not trying, but you don't have to try because this is some designer thing, and she probably paid more for this than your food budget was for this wedding type thing. She's carrying a Gucci bag that's like, you can tell is custom designed to match the color of her belt, and she's got tan skin and dark black, impossibly dark black hair. She's goes to the back of the trunk. She puts on some sunglasses, you know, because the sun's out bright, and she gets a bag out. And it's at that moment, no roll necessary, that you remember you had a guest coming the end of the day.
Oh.
A Cathane guest.
Okay. I will wrap this up with them and say, despite everything, I hope you had a wonderful stay. It was wonderful getting to know all of you, but there is another customer I need to take care of, and I hope you all
understand. We'll be out of your way. I am so sorry.
Things
I'm
happen.
so sorry.
Things get heated. I'm just glad everyone's okay.
And I want you to know we won't leave a bad review, and we'll tell our family not to do that too. We know how those things work, and we won't do that.
I appreciate that. She genuinely does.
And they leave, and she smiles at them and nods, and you know, they kind of look at her like, kind of double take, like, there are two supermodels at this place, you know?
What the hell?
Yeah. And she comes walking up through the garden, and she's just looking at the place, and she's like, oh my, what happened here? Grace Winterhawk.
Winterhawk?
Uh-huh.
I thought you said hog.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
I
not
did
very
too.
graceful.
Winterhawk.
I'm Pamela Brightstone. Pleased to meet you. Had some trouble with past guests, but it'll be taken care of. Can I see you?
Yeah, and I'm Dan, and this is what's your name again, love? Oh, Morrigan. Yeah, that's her. She's Morrigan.
I flicked Dan in the head like, you bitch, you know exactly who I am.
It's a pleasure to meet you both. Well, do you need any help?
Oh, no. Come on in. We'll take your bags. Do you have any more luggage? Do I remember how long she's staying for?
2 nights.
2 nights? Yeah, she might not have any other bags, but I'll ask just in case.
Yeah. Oh no. I don't think I'll be staying long. No, just inquiring about some real estate.
Ah. I kind of want to pry, but I'm also embarrassed that the establishment looks like this, so I'm just going to bustle her inside and hope.
Would you have any tea? I know you Boggins are famed for your tea. It's so delightful.
That makes her really happy, and she's like, yes, let me make you some tea.
And she sits down by the hearth, you know.
Okay, cool. Then I'll make her some
And
tea.
she just sits there. Morgan, are you going in, following, or?
Yes.
Okay. She sits down in the chair. She takes off her sunglasses and she folds them, politely puts them in her lap, politely crosses her legs. And now, Morrigan, is it?
Yes.
This is a wonderful place. Are you a part of this establishment as well? Is this your freehold?
I stay here with Pamela. This is her freehold.
Really? Her freehold?
Yes.
How interesting.
She's Lady Pamela Brightstone.
Lady Pamela, of course. Why did I not think I am so terribly rude. I'll have to apologize to her when she comes out. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. I forgot that here in this duchy that there are titled commoners. That is so out of place of me. I do not know my place and where I am. Please forgive me. And about this time, Pamela is coming back. But what were you going to say, Dee?
She just kind of nods her head because this is an Arcadian she.
Oh, absolutely it is.
Yeah. And yeah, she's going to be real thrilled when she finds out which house I'm with.
Your tea, Ms. Whitehawk?
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Lady Brightstone.
Oh, yes. Forgive me, I should have. It's easy to forget the title technically goes ahead, but it's
Well, that
no
is
matter.
fine. We are both ladies.
Ah!
It is a deserved title. This freehold, despite the outward appearance and the unfortunate events of whatever happened out there, by the way, I must know. You have to tell me all the gossip. It is just simply charming in here.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. So tell me, what happened? Was there a wedding today? I noticed cake and stuff like that.
Okay. Monica is suspicious of all these questions.
Yes.
But I don't know if Pamela would be. I am wondering if something like this is so out of the ordinary that we would talk about it, or so out of the ordinary that it would be like, okay, until we get this figured out, just don't say anything. I'm not really sure how to approach it, because I don't know her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if Faye are all, like, really close with each other. Like, this shit happened, we don't know what went on. I don't know if it's like that.
It's like any society based on humanity's dreams. We bite, fight, backstab, scheme, and plot. The Fae are no different.
You can probably tell, not that it's probably apparent to this lady, but I would think Pamela knows Morrigan enough to know that Morrigan already can't stand her.
And I'm sure I've clocked that she's an Arcadian she, so it's a little of like I'm not like a what a bitch, but I'm also like, just like filing that away. Just because Boggins are like, the autumn she stayed and helped. So if she's just drinking her tea, I'll let her know. Oh, young, spouses to be and their families get awfully caught up in the situation. Things can get heated.
I do know. It's very unfortunate. And she's just very daintily stirring her tea,
Mm-hmm.
Every movement almost looks deliberate, but it's not, because you've seen Arcadian she before and this is just how they are. Every movement they have is like just... It's like Morrigan's movements, but just that much more cranked to 11,
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, oh my, please, I have to tell you, I would very much love to help you. I know that part of our arrangement is that I sleep by the bellfire. It is nothing for me to do a little something for you to help.
I assure you that will not be necessary.
Oh,
Actually,
I know.
I'm like the Black Panther meme. We don't do that here.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Well, I know I would not take the cleaning duties from you. You and your folks do such a fabulous job at that. There's no competition with that. But I saw that some of the rose bushes had been damaged.
Mm-hmm.
I could at least help them.
Oh, you know what? That would be great, actually. Sure, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. As soon as I get settled in, I'll go out there and I'll tend to them, and they'll look right as rain. I promise you.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. It seems like you've had such a trying day, and
Yes.
your people are always taking such good care of people. This the least. I just feel, I don't know, I feel a kinship and like I should return the favor.
Is she sincere? Can I roll for bullshit?
You certainly can roll for
Okay.
bullshit.
Can I roll for bullshit too? 'Cause
we don't trust this bitch. We've
I
had
think
enough
she's
of rich
stuck to the
people.
flowers.
Hold on, let me grab her sheet.
I like how last game it was anyone who was rude to us we don't like, and now this lady is extremely polite to us, and we're like, what's her deal? What's with
I
her?
don't trust any character I introduce any point. If they're a
Yes.
supernatural creature, you
Yeah,
don't
we're like,
trust them.
what's the deal here?
Yeah.
That is true.
All right. Okay, so you're trying to roll for bullshit, as you say. Give me perception plus investigation. We're just gonna go with that.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty of 6.
I got 1.
Okay.
I'm spending a willpower because I really do not trust this bitch.
Okay. You got 1, Monica?
Yeah.
I got 2 with my willpower.
Okay. D, you can't tell. You might still not trust her, but she doesn't seem to be lying about anything.
Okay.
She seems to be like she legit at least wants to help in the garden. You can tell that's true.
Okay.
The concern you don't know is real or not, but you have no reason to think it's not.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, like I may still not like her. I may not. Something may seem off, but I don't have any evidence as to she's being shady.
Yeah.
You know.
The only thing I will say you do notice is that, you know, like she says these things, but there's not like the friendly, concerned Arcadian she smile you've seen before. It's not a harsh look, but it's almost a neutral look. But the words and the way she delivers them seem sincere.
Okay. So her expression isn't necessarily matching the attitude of her voice.
No, I don't want to say it that way. It's just that it's more like the expression can't match whether she wanted it to or not.
Botox?
Yeah, if you had to say it's a Botox face, that might be accurate.
Okay.
Not that she has had Botox, but yes, Botox face would be an accurate way to look at that.
Okay. Maybe she's just so practiced as to not show her hand and expression.
Perhaps.
That she just doesn't. Okay.
Perhaps. But you definitely have noticed this, and pointing it out to yourself in your mind, you're like, yeah, her face has kind of been that way the whole time.
Okay.
Pamela don't notice this. She don't notice anything, do she?
No.
Okay. I'm like, well, that's sweet of her. Yeah. Do you have any other bags you'd like me to bring up to your room?
Oh no, this is it. This is my simple overnight bag. Oh no, I'm sorry. The trunk. Yes. I'm only staying 2 days. I didn't need much.
Certainly.
If you wouldn't mind, that would be so lovely.
Of course. I will.
I mean, I can go get it since you're entertaining her.
You are a lot stronger, too.
Oh, would you?
So,
Yes.
Morrigan just nods and she
I
goes,
love the sense of community you have here.
It's what makes it such a wonderful freehold.
It's so unique.
Yes.
The little town, when I drove in, I got a little lost coming up here, and I drove into the town first. It is adorable.
It really is. So many unique people here, mortal and fae.
There
a lot
are more
of
fae here
creativity.
then, huh?
Of course.
Really? Well, I guess you said the word creativity. That would attract us, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Where are you
Morrigan,
from?
the trunk is fucking huge.
Oh my god.
It fills up the entire trunk of the car.
Oh my god. Okay.
This is Spaceballs. Take only what you need to survive.
It is.
It's my industrial strength hairdryer, and I can't live without it.
Oh my god. Morgan is just like, she doesn't say it out loud, but in her mind she's like, fucking Arcadian shit. She'll try to lift it out.
I mean, you can. It's just, it is heavy.
Okay.
And it's like an old steamer trunk style thing, you know.
Is there anything else like lying about? Like, not that I'm gonna poke, but just that I can see. And...
Not in the trunk, no.
Okay. She doesn't. Is her car just like out in front of the front door?
It's parked, you know.
Okay. I didn't know if she like parked in a parking space or if she.
Yeah,
just,
she
like,
parked in a parking space. Yeah.
Okay.
She obeyed the rules. She parked.
Okay.
She did not park like the red caps.
That's
Okay.
nice.
And the red caps are coming back tonight, didn't they say that?
They did.
Fuck on a stick. I'm probably just now thinking about that.
Yeah, me too. But she knows what a red cap is. Who cares? She knew it's what happens at freeholds.
I just take the thing in and put it in her room. I would know what room she was staying in.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd probably tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I take it up to her room.
Yeah. There's it's right above basically. There's the quote unquote changeling room that you have, and it's right above the hearth. You know, like there's in the second story, there's an open fireplace there where, you know, the balefire kind of comes up through.
I'll have to make another room for the red caps or two now that the mortals are gone. Clean up their messes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But if nobody looks at me, I can get it done fast.
Morrigan, don't look! Don't watch me! Don't look over here! Don't do it! So, you show her to her room, and she said, "This is adorable. Oh my gosh, it's like something out of a picture book."
I probably have to clean it up if we were so full.
Yes,
And they
it
just
is dirty.
left. I'm
Yeah.
like, I am so sorry. They just left. I apologize. Things
No,
got nuts.
it's fine. Listen, I have to go into town anyway. I have a tour of this. It's about 3:00 in the afternoon right now.
Okay.
I have a tour of the property that I'm supposed to be potentially purchasing.
Okay.
And she describes where it is.
Do I know it?
Yeah, it's that picture place you sent us. The $3.2 million home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she describes that.
Oh, that house is beautiful.
It's a nice little fixer-upper, I think.
Yeah. $3 million fucking castle looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be great.
Yeah, I just think it would be a great summer vacation home.
Oh, yes. Lovely. Absolutely. Beautiful views. Yes.
You must have to. If I'm going to plan parties for me and friends, and I would love for you and Miss Morrigan to come out. If I buy it, I don't know.
We would be delighted.
I have such poor impulse control in these things.
She can't relate, so she's like, polite laughter.
Bitch.
No, it's not even malicious. It's just like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, and she seems like she realizes instantly that you don't, and she's like, "I am sorry, my dear. It's a possession, and yes, I am well off. I have done well for myself in this life, but I should not speak of wealth like that. That is rude."
It's your money. You earned it.
It's true.
And you are here on business. I take no offense. I'm pleased that you chose the Reverie.
Well, I'm pleased that I did as well. You were spoken very highly of in Atlanta.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I'll be on my way.
I will get this room spick and span for you.
Oh, my goodness. Miss Morrigan. Yes, let me help you. Here. And she kind of takes the front of the, trunk and helps you kind of carry it into the room.
Morgan just nods and thanks because she cannot relate to this woman. And small talk makes her uncomfortable.
She's like, well, I won't keep you any longer. I know you have a lot to do. But when I come back, I'm going to look at those roses.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Good luck on your property.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to take some photos. Would you like to see the insides when I bring those photos back?
Sure, of course.
Yes.
I'd love to share and talk about it.
Yes, I'd love to see it.
Oh, wonderful. We'll see you in a moment. And she's off.
I have a clean.
I just leave because I know that
You just turn around. You're like, got it.
Dan,
Dan's like shielding my eyes.
I'm watching you.
Do not, Dan. Don't.
I'm
I don't
gonna
have
watch
time.
you, Glenn.
I don't have time.
I want to see how you do it so goddamn
You
fast.
can't. It's impossible.
Come on.
Dan,
Oh,
get your bird butt
won't
down
work.
here.
Shite. I'm going to peek at her under the door. And I'm going to see them tiny little feet moving 90 miles an hour. I'm going to see it.
It won't work as soon as you look.
Oh, you take away my magic. Fine. Come on, let's go get some of those scraps up there in the garden. See if any worms got it in the...
We gotta burn those flowers or something too.
Oh man, the flowers.
Oh, shite, the flowers.
Yeah.
Do you think they're still doing their thing? You threw them over in the edge of the garden. I don't want to look at them, I don't think. It didn't affect me, though.
Really?
No.
Well,
I'm pure glamour, I am. But
I've gotta have a receipt for the flowers somewhere.
aye, you signed it earlier, so you did.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta clean first though.
Morrigan, by this point, has already gotten some cake that they have abandoned.
Okay. I mean, the cake is pretty well still halfway
Oh
there.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, Morrigan's just chomping in at this point because she's like, fuck it. And she goes, Dan!
What?
Cake is delicious!
Aye.
Go get some cake.
I cannot get in the world just to try some cake.
Why not? No one's here.
Because it's not healthy to rely on that.
All right. Well, why did he say he wanted some scraps? Was he just joking?
Aye.
Oh.
It's
I'm
all
sorry.
right. It's all right.
Now get out of here. Shoo.
Bah.
I have to get to work. Do
Ah.
not come upstairs. I'm cleaning all the rooms.
Okay. All right. All right. At least tell me what it tastes like as you hog it down.
She does. She just, what is it? What flavor is it?
It's like an
Some
almond
rich-ass,
vanilla
yeah,
white cake
almond.
with
Yes,
like
I love
fruit
those.
infusion,
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah.
blueberries and seasonal fruit, locally sourced.
Yes.
That's the stuff. So she describes it in great detail.
Oh, I think your hips don't lie there. You might have to get some new pants after you try all that cake.
She goes, it wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Won't be the last. She goes, come on, let's go look at those flowers, see what's up with that.
You could see if one of them boys left one of them mobility scooters for you, and you could drive it around because you're going to need it. You keep eating all that cake.
She just kind of flings like a little bit of icing, like a rose icing
Yeah.
or whatever, at him.
It goes right through him, and he just kind of
Yeah.
cackle caws, follows you. All right, so how fast does this happen for you?
A third of the time.
Okay.
So if I'm cleaning the whole upstairs of all the rooms, and I assume that the bachelor's rooms are filthy.
It probably would have taken you 3 hours.
So 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah.
In 1 hour, you have all that cleaned.
Much better. Wait. Oh no, I think I have to work for like 8 hours to get an extra willpower. Let me check.
Well, you have been working all day.
Oh, gain 1 willpower for every 4 hours worked in hospitality / crafting / service, or 8 hours in another job. And
Well,
haven't been
I would say
working all day.
you've earned your willpower today. So if you have
Yes,
spent
yes.
willpower, you get 1 back.
Sweet. I
Yep.
did spend 1, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
I would say you have earned that
Cool.
with all the craziness that's gone on today.
Okay, now
But you still haven't touched the yard.
I know, and I gotta clean downstairs too.
Yep.
Probably not as much. I'd actually probably rather look at the flowers, see what they're doing. I mean, they may have looked at it already.
Okay. You're going over there to look too, D?
Yeah.
What were you doing in
They
this
would
hour,
probably
basically?
That's what I went.
Okay,
and
that's
did,
what I
was
thought.
investigate
So
the flowers.
we'll you're cleaning, and then this is what you see. Okay. So you go over to the flowers, and you can tell that you can give me another kenning, perception plus kenning roll.
Okay. Can I have Dan do it too?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to roll for me first, and then I'll roll for him.
That sounds good.
And
I'm sorry for butchering that Scottish accent.
I don't care. It's funny.
Okay.
It is great. I love it. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty of 7.
Okay. I have 1 success, so let me check Dan now.
Okay.
Okay. With this, well, never mind, because he don't get shit on that. So okay. And what'd you say the difficulty was?
7.
7. Okay. He got 4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of tell they look very faint. He's like, I don't know if I'd touch them right now, but it looks like they're about done. Maybe another hour or so. Has powerful sorcery on them.
Have you seen anything like it before?
Oh, I've seen it before. I've seen it before. It's a summer trick. Get the fires of summer going in you.
Any idea, or would you like to speculate on who might have sent these?
No clue. You have any enemies in this town?
No, I'm sure Bob's not too happy with me, but
But he's not one of you. One of us. No.
no. I don't think Nanny's pissed off at me.
No, she loves you. She thinks you're right, fantastic, and then she's starting fights in the middle of the street.
Yeah, I should probably work on that.
You should work on that. You may need to read a book instead of fighting. You can start with Abernathy. 472-9709.
She goes, that's why I have you, Dan, so I don't have to read.
No. You need to read books. You need to be smart. If things like this are happening in this town, you need to be right smart. It's been a nice run and no one's come for your freehold. But this seems like sabotage to me.
I am inclined to agree.
But who?
For all I know, it was that Arcadian. It was just in.
No, I don't think so. She was already on the books.
Well, it would make her completely unsuspect then, wouldn't it?
Maybe. And keep an eye on it, but I wouldn't jump to a conclusion.
That's probably wise.
But we can watch it, sure.
Absolutely.
What about them? Do you think any of the other red caps with her are didn't like you so much?
Oh, I might have pissed the Changeling off.
What
but...
about the one that wanted your camera?
Yeah, but she seemed alright when I took her the spare down.
Aye, yeah. Have you seen the pictures they took?
I have not. I'm not sure I'm interested in seeing the pictures they took.
Maybe that could tell us something.
True enough. Let's go check it out.
All right. I don't know what that was. Sorry.
I didn't question it.
Sorry. So you go to get your camera.
Mm-hmm.
By this time, you can hear just upstairs, and you know to leave her alone.
I have Dan by his little foot, just guiding him so that he doesn't.
Oh hell, I won't fly up there. I told her I wouldn't. I like to bust her chops though.
What makes you think I'm not busting yours right now?
Because I could just fly away anytime I wanted to.
No, you couldn't. You can't live without me.
Technically.
Well, you can. Technically, you can live without me, but you would not choose to.
No, you would choose for me not to choose to. And then you choose what I would choose to choose you, Pikachu.
Dan, you make no sense, but I love you.
I'm not going to look at her doing her thing. It serves me no purpose.
Okay, well, let's go look at these pictures. I plug it into the computer because I'm sure it's a digital.
It is.
Okay.
So you pull it up and you can see some of your older wedding pictures, that you took with this camera in years past. You just haven't flashed the SD card. And then at the bottom, there are pictures. You can tell that we're in that basement, Now, looking at it, it doesn't look like they're in anything fantastic. They're to people that are outside, in the autumn world, they might look just like blurred images that you can't tell anything in. But to your eyes, you can see what they really are. They're pictures of redcaps partying.
Nice.
And, they're like eating candles and drinking beer and eating food. And then the last picture is the spread butt cheeks of the Changeling that took the camera. And then she's reaching back behind her and flipping the camera off.
Of course.
Morrigan just looks at Dan like,
No evidence there then, huh? Other than this grit as a thing with their assholes.
This is true. I would never anger Nanny.
No.
Ever.
No, not that one. No. I think she might take you in a fight.
I assure you she would.
Maybe,
I
yeah.
do not plan to go down that way.
No, let's not find out. That's a good one to have as a friend, I think.
She's just nodding like you can tell, like halfway, like PTSD on this man getting poop shoved in his mouth.
Pamela, you hear the sound of motorcycles outside.
Oh, I'm not ready. She'll wipe her hands on her little... She probably has an adorable apron on. And bustle out the door to go greet her other guests.
And it is the Redcaps. There are 3 of them.
Is Nanny with him?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nanny and one that you heard identified as Otto the other day. And then you also have, let me get to my notes faster, Salvador is the other one. But Trixie and the other guy that you never caught his name that drove off before he stayed with them, they're not there.
Welcome back. How was the what the fuck were they doing?
The cat house.
How was the cat house?
It was hilarious.
Oh, great. That's wonderful.
We had so much fun. And you can tell Nanny's got a busted lip.
Your rooms are ready. The mortals are gone. If you would like to settle down.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay.
We don't have to stay in the basement?
No.
Cool. We're all going to bunk together.
Oh, okay.
If that's cool with you.
I may have to
Me
move
and the boys.
That's right. They didn't bother to sleep on any beds, so I won't offer to move some beds around. I'm just like, okay, great. I'll
We
give you
only
the
need
big
one bed, don't we, boys?
Oh, God.
Yeah, okay. Let's just get up to what are the
Don't come
suites?
knocking on that door tonight.
You know I
We
will
won't
not.
They look at you and like Otto mouths, "Help me."
Jesus Christ!
And he can tell you have a shocked reaction. He smiles at
Okay,
it like he
good.
was trying to mess with you.
Good, because if it was not consensual, I'd be like, oh fuck, I gotta save this guy.
Yeah.
And you at this point don't know if she's telling the truth or if they're just being gross.
Oh, okay. I'm
But
like,
you probably don't want to find out.
Here's your room. Yeah, I don't care to know.
Did Morrigan
Hey,
hear him
listen.
come in?
Do what?
Did Morrigan hear him drive up?
Yes, you would have.
Okay, well then Morrigan probably went out to wave hi to Nanny, and if she heard that, she probably gave Pamela a look like, don't ask.
Well, So you're trying, you are greeting her, is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, oh my God, there is my favorite she. You are the she. You know that? The she,
Morgan.
Shite.
Pamela raises her eyebrows at Morrigan.
You can hold your own, girly. That you take no shit, do you?
I try not to, no.
Good for you. So many of your folks do. Just let people walk all over them because they think they're saving face or something. I don't fucking know. Especially those fucking Arcadian ones, am I right?
Speaking of which, there is one staying with us for 2 nights.
What?
Yes, she had a reservation, but it'll be fine.
Oh, no. You got to tell her to get the fuck out. We don't sleep in the same places with people like that.
I can't do that. She had a reservation.
Well,
Nanny. Come on. If I can deal with her stuck up ass.
okay, but I don't have any money to pay for tonight all of a sudden.
Well, I don't believe you could stay, can you? How are you going to pay?
How about this? You have done me a solid, little lady.
She's
You
told
and
me
this
she-
one,
Oh.
and she points to Morgan.
Mhm.
Y'all had a lot going on, and you brought us in, and you let us stay. And look, I don't like this heart-to-heart shit. It's not me. But doing us a solid, that don't happen often. You know what I mean? You get me?
I think so.
So you let me stay here, I'm going to pledge an oath to you.
Holy fuck.
I'm going to pledge an oath of guardianship to this place.
That is quite an honor. Wow.
Me and the boys, aren't we, boys? Yeah. Sure, Nanny.
They don't want to?
Well, they just don't. This is news to them.
Oh. Well, she's the leader, yeah.
You don't have to do shit, but I will, because that's how I step up. Isn't it? Yeah, Nanny, you
Yes.
step up. You step up. You sure do. We have a deal?
I look at Morrigan. I'm okay with it.
Morgan is A-okay with it because Morgan is not going to piss this woman off for anything.
Yeah.
Because Morgan has seen some literal shit.
Okay.
I mean, because an oath of guardianship is a pretty big deal, isn't it?
Yeah. But am I allowed to tell her to quit doing shit?
It depends on what she says in her oath.
Okay. Is it rude to ask the terms of the oath before it's said?
No, but there's better ways. There are tactful ways to go around it, you know,
Okay.
because an oath is a big deal.
Yes.
The dreaming literally binds you to it.
Okay.
And if you break an oath, it's a bad deal. Not only do you get the name of Oathbreaker, and it's bad news for you, it carries weight. It automatically triggers a banality.
So does this mean that she's gonna stay here all the time? Or just if she hears
She's
it's in
saying you
trouble?
let her stay and feel welcome tonight. She's swearing an oath to you.
Yeah, but does the oath of guardianship mean she'll stay forever? Or just come...
You can ask her that.
Okay, I'd like to do it in the tactful ways. I don't know what that would be, but just saying... basically, what would that entail from you?
Well, just when we're riding through town, if you need us, I'm going to give you my number.
Okay.
And if you need something from us, you call and I'm coming.
I think that's fair.
That's very kind of you, and I accept this oath. I am honored by it.
Well, hey, I'm honored by your stubby little ass being so nice and
Aw.
making those fucking fire-ass pine treats
Pine treats?
down in the basement. I owe you, probably $100.
Oh, yes.
But my God, my shit smelled like Mr. Clean's head.
Morgan's thinking, I bet Bob is glad about that.
Well, I would be horrified, but I am so thankful to hear those kind words and the appreciation that I'm like, that's great. That's wonderful.
All right. She gets down on one knee. She gets, get down, motherfuckers.
I love Nanny.
And they get down, and she's like, by this freehold and the balefire that burns within it, by the land that the wellspring of our existence sprang forth and created this beautiful place. I swear by the earth on which it stands, on the foundation on which it's built, with the frame that it is formed, and all that is within it, that I shall protect it and serve it, nay, give it my life, if that must be the case, in defense of it. When I am called to protect it, I shall protect it. This is my vow. And the guys speak up, this is our vow too.
Pamela is just beaming.
Lady Brightstone, where's the fucking beer?
I will bring it to you.
All right. Come on, boys. Get those asses upstairs.
And I'll tell her the directions to the big room.
Yeah.
And I'll go get some beer. She is so pleased. That was beautiful to her. Yes, red caps are crazy. Yes, she smeared poop in somebody's face.
You don't know about that, though, because I didn't tell you.
Oh, shit, you're right. I don't. But I'm just like, wow, that was really something to have someone appreciate this place and all I do, and for someone to put their life on the line. I haven't seen that since Morrigan, was just said she was going to be the protector of this place. So she's just like, wow, this is wonderful. Wow. She's kind of in awe and beaming. Like, yeah, it was a shitty wedding, but maybe things are turning around.
So just so we're clear in all that high language, basically what she said is, I promise you that when you come, when you call me, I'm going to come protect it. Now, she didn't say how long those terms would last. If it was a one and done, and there are tricks with half-truths that changelings always often put into those.
Even red caps?
Especially red caps.
Oh.
It doesn't mean she's not going to protect you. Mm-hmm. But it didn't say forever and a day.
Yeah.
Or a time.
Yeah.
So it could be a one and done.
That's okay.
So choose wisely type thing.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Just pointing that out.
That is A-okay. It's still touching as hell.
Yeah.
Even Morrigan is a little touched. She's like,
You hear a door outside and the sound of heels on gravel.
Great.
And the ding of the bell as...
I tell Morrigan, if you bring the red caps their beer, I'll deal with her. I know you don't want to.
Morrigan just nods and she goes and just starts throwing beers in her pockets so she can take them all up at one time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Lady Grace enters the building.
Welcome back. How did it go?
Oh, it is a lovely place, I must admit. It just so nostalgic in some ways and modern in others.
Really?
Very much a party establishment. There's a motorcycle parked in the middle of the
How odd.
living room. But I certain, a she's touch could clean it right up and make it quite livable, I think.
Wow.
I'm certainly considering it. I'm going back tomorrow to talk price with the agent and to see if certain concessions could be made, like maybe taking down some of the gaudy prints on the walls and, a few fix-ups here and there that need to be done. Mm-hmm. But certainly has potential.
I'm pleased to hear that.
And you hear upstairs and laughter, and she's like, "Oh, there are other guests here."
Yes, they came as you while you were gone.
I saw the motorcycles out there. I knew there was a rally going on. That won't be any trouble. I'm sure they'll be respectful of your place. You certainly wouldn't invite anyone in here who would destroy it.
Well, I thought that about the mortals.
I realized I put my foot in my mouth as soon as I spoke. I am so sorry.
It is okay. I understand what happens when you run an event place. It is all okay.
I suppose that's true. Before I get settled in, let's go look at those roses.
Yes, thank you.
And you can tell, that they're pretty damaged. And she's looking around and she's looking at them, looking all over the place. She's like, my goodness. All this in just a matter of seconds, huh?
A few minutes.
Oh, my goodness. She extends her hands and the roses begin to bloom. They begin to knit themselves. The broken stems go back together. And she puts her hands wide, and like that, the bushes are back.
Oh, thank you.
But give me perception plus alertness. Difficulty of 8. Because it's getting dark.
None.
Okay. It looks great.
Thank you so much.
It's just a wonderful job. It's all put back together. And, there's still a little bit you might have to do out here tonight when everyone goes to sleep. Mm-hmm. But that's going to do a lot to make this place look good as new. So that's the least I could do. That's a shame that this happened to such a wonderful place and such a wonderful hostess.
Thank you so much. She's having a great day. Things are turning around for Pamela.
They went from bad to worse to good. So
yeah.
She goes back into the home, and you go with her, and then our camera pans up into the sky, overlooking the city of Eureka. And off in the distance, the sound of motorbikes and lights winding their way through the curving highways that lead to Eureka. And off in the distance, we pan to Turpentine Creek.
Is that a real place?
Yes.
Oh.
And I'll let you look it up.
Okay.
Where, had you not been in the house and gone in with her, you might have, in the very far distance, maybe heard the screams of a woman making a discovery.
What?
And we'll leave the story there.
Oh, is this some carnival shit?
For the night.
Oh, did she kill a tiger? Carol Baskins.
We'll have to find out next
Turpentine
session.
Creek is a wildlife refuge for people who didn't look it up like I did immediately.
But for now, let's talk about this session. What did you guys think? Like it, didn't like it?
Oh, I liked it.
I liked it.
What was your favorite part, you think?
I liked the wedding and just the chaos of everybody just getting pissed off or nervous or overly happy, and just the fact that my dumbass did not pick up on it for a long time.
Well, good. I wanted it to build slowly.
Yeah, I think it did build real slowly. Because I was thinking my favorite part might have been when, it was about to happen and, Pamela was feeling the nerves and shit of, what's gonna happen. And then it slowly started being something ain't right. Mm-hmm. I know emotions are high, but this is ridiculous.
So we're in agreement with the wedding, huh?
I think so.
Yeah.
What about your favorite Morrigan moment, Monica?
I liked how she talked to Tinsley, just how no nonsense it was again, and was just I don't have time for this. I have other shit to do. And of course, I love her interactions with Dan.
Yeah. And D, for you, your favorite Pamela moment?
Oh man, there were a couple. Because I like how she steamed the envelope open
Oh yeah.
and closed it back. But I also like how when Braden busted out of the room, she's just like there, like sweeping, like
Don't mind me.
yeah, like totally was not eavesdropping.
No, no.
Uh, yeah, and that, and just the thinking of I'm just gonna get these flowers out of here, and she's just like calming everyone down.
It was a good
like,
play because it could have gotten real bad.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
really
bad.
glad I remembered I had that.
I failed that role. It was gonna be fucking horrible.
That's why it's a 5-point merit. I was like, ooh, that is good.
Worth it.
Yep.
It's already paid off, it seems.
Yep.
Well, I certainly had a good time too. It's definitely a fun, lighthearted story for the most part, even though crazy stuff's still happening. I'll give you both 3 XP again.
Woo!
And as you sleep for the night, you'll get a willpower.
Sweet.
Now, you both can recoup a glamour, but one has to go to Lady Winterhawk. She has requested it. The Red Caps are saying they don't need it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna regroup one. 'Cause
Okay.
I spent one.
How
Mon-
many is it total?
You,
3?
it makes 3 a night.
Okay, then I'll have 1.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, also, because we talked about this when the recording was off, the reason why Morrigan got pissed off and she kind of got a little like,
Yes, this is a memory corner. Dee's character has some memories of her past lives come back.
yes,
So-
well, this one was this current life.
That's correct. Yes.
So, but I do have a lot of memories from past lives. I do have that merit. But in Morrigan's backstory, she grew up in Utah, and when she was about 18, 19-ish, she did break off an engagement and, left. Like, she left a Dear John letter to her fiance, who was not an asshole like Braden, but it just was not, it wasn't what she wanted. And she doesn't really talk to her family or anything like that. So this whole situation kind of just ended up kind of hitting a nerve for her that normally she kind of has this dealt with, but it just was kind of too much up in her face. That's kind of why she got a little bit more pissed off at Tinsley than she probably would have.
That makes sense.
Got it. Thank you for sharing. All right. Well, this ends our chapter 2. We'll be hopefully playing next week, and we'll see what happens in chapter 3. Until we meet again, I am wishing you all the very best and beautiful dreams.